Hi, this is Kathy, Backyard Gardener, and I am working on my tomatoes today. I trimmed a bunch of them back so that air could flow through easier and tied them up to the trellises, and also so my peppers could actually get some sun and some air. So I trimmed those back really good. And then we'll walk over here to these tomato plants. And I trimmed these back, and this is an orange tomato. That one is a lemon boy, and the one on the end is a German orange tomato. But I trimmed those and tied them up a little bit so they could get some better airflow. And then over here, this one, I'll show you what I use to tie my tomatoes with. It's this wire right here. It's real soft. It's got a wire in the middle, it's foamy. And it works really good because it doesn't cut into your tomato plant. I had some that was like a plastic that you could tie your tomatoes with, but it would end up making a cut in my stems. But you can see this foam right here, that is not going to cut my tomato stem. So that works a lot easier. It's very bendable, and I believe I got it on Amazon. Here's a bunch of peas growing. I'm gonna walk over here. I'll just give you a view as I'm walking. I've been kind of cleaning up, and I weed-eated around everything today. And this is also after the storm, and you can see, I don't know if you see the video before, but I did all the mushroom compost around my plants, and you can see my squash have, doubled in size, and my tomatoes have grown. They really like that mushroom compost. So I'm gonna walk over here. Been weed eating, but I didn't get the mowing done. I hear a lot of people, or I watch a lot of videos of gardening, and one of them is, or several, have talked about using cardboard for spots. So I picked this spot right here, and I just put a bunch of cardboard down, and I plowed it with my little tiller. I tilled it with my little tiller around the edges first, and then I laid all this cardboard down and I wet it. And I think it's supposed to rain today again, so it'll get even wetter. So we'll see what it does, because I've never done the cardboard before. But this is my experiment, and we'll see what happens. I'll keep you updated on it. Let's see, and I've just really done some cleaning up today. That's just the tree form. And I trimmed these tomatoes some to get airflow through them. And I'm not really seeing any buds off of these yet. There's some buds right there, but there's also a sucker. Pick the sucker off. So I'm still, this one's finally blooming, that one's blooming. This one is an Arkansas Traveler. This one is a Cherokee Purple. And these other two, I put labels, but the rain washed the ink off, so I'm obviously gonna have to figure out a different way to label. So I picked one of the Culapinas. Gonna try it today and see how that tastes, and see if it's really non-hot and tastes like a jalapeno. Back here, I haven't showed y'all this. I've always kind of had a zinnia bed, and so back here we just kind of tilled it up a little bit, and I threw a bunch of zinnia seeds out. So it's gonna kind of end up being weeds and zinnias, but they're coming up pretty good. And I put some Cosmo seeds out there and some dahlia bulbs by the fence. And see, that right there's a dahlia and that's a dahlia, and well, that's a weed, but they're starting to come up, so it ought to be pretty once it all starts growing. But this brings my pollinators in, because the butterflies and the bees love zinnias. I think they like dahlias, but I know they love zinnias. So that's what I use every year to attract my pollinators. And that's my spoon tomato I planted right before the storm. Cucumbers are coming up nicely. I had to pull up a bunch of the spinach and the onions so that my cucumbers could come up. And the spinach was starting, it was getting bitter anyway, because it's starting to really warm up. So there's still a little bit of spinach. And my cilantro's growing really good. So that's about what I'm working on today, and I'll keep you updated. Y'all have a great day. Thank you.